Card containers organise and display information such as text, images and buttons in a visually appealing and structured way. They work in a similar way to grids, but offer greater visual flexibility. Card containers are backed by a table, and this is used to display the data using data-backed components, such as form fields and dynamic text. In this video, we'll use the basic card container from the Serene Grey palette to set up a card containing order details and associate this with a business grid. Here I have a screen I have already set up to hold my new card container. It already has my business list grid on, a contacts card I have already set up, and an empty tile ready to hold my new orders card. Using the Serene Grey palette, I'll drag the basic card container onto my screen and drop it in the desired location. To give the card container data to access, it must be backed by a table. To do this, click on the card container on the canvas to open its properties. Then click on the table icon and drag across the table you require into the box. The card container now has access to all of the data in the table, but we'll need to set up which attributes we want to display. Right-click on the card container and select Add Attributes to Component. Drag the attributes you want to display onto the card container. And here we'll select to display them as fields. These then show as dynamic text by default, and the backing attribute is automatically set. I'll now add some simple styling to my card using directional areas, as I want to display each field in its own column, but I want all of my columns in one row. I'll add static text headers to help my users understand the data that's being displayed on my card. I'll repeat this for each of my columns. I'll now rename my headers so that they make sense to my users. And on the outer area, I'll remove the grey fill colour. From the palette, I'll add an area for an icon and position the icon inside. For the icon area, I'll disable Fit to Available Space, as this allows me to specify a set size. And I'll remove the grey fill colour here too. Then I just need to upload my icon. Finally, I'll set up a background filter to filter the order details by the selected business on the business list grid. To do this, I'll simply drag across the business UID from the business list grid onto my order details card container, and FixFlow will create the background filter for me. This filter ensures that when I select a business, the corresponding orders are shown. That's our simple card container completed. Remember, there are many ways you can style your card container to suit your needs, using images, icons, buttons and more. To find out about this and explore the full range of card containers in the Serene Grey palette, search for these topics in the help.